Hey everyone, Sarah here. So I'm here to talk about cadence, like what is a cadence, what is a work cadence, why it is so important to me and my planning. And just a little bit about why I care so much about this and understanding what my work cadence is at work is because it helps me drive to be more effective in managing my projects and making sure I have like status to report at those key times that people are looking at you to understand if frankly, if you're adding value to the company. And I like to, make sure that I always have some kind of a status report out for every month for my manager, because I want them to make sure that I'm being an effective employee. I want them to know that we're driving key initiatives that I'm responsible for, so I'm making progress on it. And frankly, it's important because it's usually driving some kind of a goal for the company. So whether you're an individual contributor or a manager or whatever level you are, understanding the cadence of the month, of the work month, is really helpful to help you be an effective employee, frankly. So I'll get into it and I'll show you like what my cadence is. And I don't think I really speak to this in my plan with me's, but I'll tell you what my cadence is and kind of why it's helping me drive initiatives and drive like status and movement and flow and progress in whether it's my work projects or frankly even in my own life, because I tend to drive my own life along with the work cadence, and I think it just helps me be in sync, so I'm not like torn with timelines. I don't know if that even makes sense, but that's why I kind of just synced up the cadence for my life as well. So we're going to get into it and I'll turn you around, and yeah, so don't forget to like and subscribe if you like these types of videos. So see you over there. Okay, so we will get into it. So I talked about kind of like the whole cadence thing. That's what we're doing this video on, Sarah Durr. And this is kind of how I figure out my cadence and my themes and all the things that I like to do. So this is really the Uber of what drives everything for me. So the first week of the month, my company goes on a calendar month. So some companies will go like, stagger it a bit, like I think they call it fiscal month. By the way, finance is like my least known area of the business for myself. So anyway, so you have the first day of the month and the last day of the month. Seems pretty obvious, right, Sarah? Like, okay, you're not breaking any news there. No, but the first week of the month, the reason why that's important is this is the week of finance. Basically, they're just like closing out the previous month. They're just getting it done, running reports, crunching numbers, doing all the things, getting numbers together so they can send all the updates out to like the managers and all of those people. So they're closing out the previous month. So that's kind of the first week of the month. Then the second week of the month, you generally start to gather all of the progress and updates from the previous months. You take the results from what finance gives you. You figure out what the business conditions are, the people in the functional areas, and then they report out to the executive level, like what happened last month and why, and what's the status and how we're proceeding and how we're doing towards the strategy. So the second to third week of the month is all about report outs. So why is that important to me? Right? Well, hold that thought. Then the last week of the month is when shipping is kind of crazy. So shipping and sales are generally like so busy at this time of the month because they're trying to get orders out and they're trying to get bookings and they're trying to do all the things that their job entitles them to do, or requires them to do, I should say. So they're super busy. So finance is ultra busy. Shipping and sales is ultra busy this month. And frankly, this is a week of the month that I'm really busy because I'm trying to get reports done, status updates, PowerPoints, all that lovely stuff that I just hate, frankly. But so this is like my busiest time of the month. Okay, so why do I talk about all these different functional areas? Well, if I'm working on a project with finance, there is no way that I'm going to get anything out of them this first week of the month. So if I have tasks for them or needs of them to do, I really need to chase them hard these weeks of the month. And frankly, as it's getting closer to the end of the month, I'm putting more and more pressure on finance to give me their stuff because I know I'm not getting it this month. Okay. And then the same thing can be said for, or the reverse thing could be said for distribution or shipping or sales. I'm not going to get anything from them this last week of the month, so I'm going to chase them really hard these weeks of the month to make sure I get what I need done for the month, and so I can get my progress, so I can make progress on my projects or initiatives or strategy or goals, whatever I'm working on. But I really want to be cautious of what their function is and when it's their busy time, because it helps me manage my project schedules better, and it also is just good organizational citizenship, if you will. So basically, I want to make sure that I'm trying to be accommodating when I can, so I will kind of be light on them finance the first week of the month and light on distribution for the last week of the month. However, I am driving and want to know this because I want to make progress on my projects. Well, why? Because I want to be able to report out progress this week of the month. So that is why it's so important to me. And I want to know, like, I'm in the first week, I'm in the second week, I'm in the third week, I'm in, the fourth week, or maybe the fifth week. I really want to know that because I'm driving to make sure that I am reporting out progress for anything that I'm driving this week of the month. So frankly, I'm being an effective employee, right? That's what I get paid for. So anyhow, so that's why this whole thing matters to me. And then obviously September, we only got 3 months left of the year, right? 3 months left of the year. So I'm getting closer to closing out those goals. So anywho, so that's really kind of the monthly cadence. So that's what's important. First day of the month, last day of the month. First week's tough on finance, last week's tough on distribution, and I have a whole lot of PowerPoints to present and build this week of the month. So that's kind of why I care. Now let's take this monthly cadence and see how it unfolds for my drill down into the weekly. Yes, shameless plug, these are my planner pages, but actually it just made more sense to use paper. But okay, so here is the weekly layout. This is why I love the vertical. So you got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And so I like to stagger all my meetings if I can. It's not always possible, but if I can, all my meetings on Tuesday and Thursday. I like to stack my meetings on the same 2 days because when I'm trying to assemble PowerPoints or figure out project plan approaches to report out this week, I need time to do deep work, actually think. And I can't do it in 15-minute blocks of time between meetings. I gotta get in the zone. So I like to schedule my meeting days on Tuesday and Thursday if it's possible. I know it's not always possible, but I like to try to do that. And I usually am pretty much successful on it. I might have an occasional meeting off of those days. So Tuesday, Thursday is my meeting days where I just get, pound out the whole, what's the status, what are we doing, what's the problem, how are we going to fix it, those type of project meetings, problem solving things. Now, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I like to they're kind of like my deep work days. So deep work on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I also prep for the next day's meeting. So deep work may be building out those PowerPoints or, figuring out an approach or, taking all these requirements and putting them together so they make sense, right? So that might be some of the things I do for deep work or kind of figuring out strategy, whatever, right? But those are that's what I'm doing those days. And I really need blocks of uninterrupted time in order to do that. Now, the other thing I do on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is prep for the meetings next day. So I'll in the afternoon prep for the meetings that I have on Tuesday. So send out agendas, figure out the projects plans, those kind of things. So just, make sure I'm ready for the meetings the next day and it's an effective meeting. So then on Tuesday is what I would say a meeting day, and it's frankly just do all the meetings that I need to do, and then I answer emails in between or send out emails, whatever I need to do, but it's more of just a reactionary day, if you will. And then Wednesday goes into deep work, prep for the meetings on Thursday. Actually, this should say Thursday. Bloop. So then I prep for the meetings on Thursdays. Then Thursday, same thing, meeting day and email day. That's basically what I'm doing. And then Friday, deep work day. And then I kind of close out the week. So it's just like, did I follow up with everyone? Is there any unleft task? You know, all those kind of things. So just closing out the week. So just put a bow on that bad boy and send it on its way. So week is done. And then my Saturday and Sunday. So this speaks more to like my personal life. So every other week, you guys know I go up north, and that's kind of where I just more relax. It's more of a low-key weekend. And then sometimes I stay home. Every other weekend I stay home, and I really focus on planning the grind strategy, and you know, I'll get together with my friends and do stuff with the kids, that kind of thing. So that's really how my week cadence works. Now, you got this week cadence. Now, what does it look like in a day? So let's go look at that. So this is a day. So this is a Monday. So this is what I'm considering a deep work day. So in the morning before work, I have my Sarah time where I have my coffee, and I just, you know, I might work on Plan the Grind. But basically I have the most high brain power in the morning. So it's really like my discipline time, my thinking time, that kind of stuff. And that's before work. And then going into my work day, that's really where the morning half or the first half of the workday, I'm focusing on that deep work. So deep work, see Mondays. And I really want to focus on that deep work and do all that processing, the thinking, blah, 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 blah. And then in the afternoon, I'm usually running out of brain power. I don't want to say brain power, but I'm like, I'm getting a little burnt out, right? So I usually just start in the afternoon, take that time to prep for the next day's meeting. So prep for Tuesday's meetings. And that's like sending out agendas. Maybe I'll answer some emails, just more of the light work, like the less brain power basically, because I'm just getting low at this point. And then after work is more about recharge time. So it's like going for a walk with my friends, dinner with the kids, maybe watching TV, you know, taking a shower, doing those kind of things, walk the dog, those kind of things. So just like low key stuff. And then I'll work on like Plan the Grind as I can, basically, as much as my brain lets me. But anyhow, so that's kind of how my day unfolds. So that's really a deep work day. And then what does this meeting day look like? Well, you guys know what my calendar looks like here all too well. Do my Sarah time in the morning. And then I just go into full-fledged meeting and email. So I can be attending a meeting or driving a meeting. So I'm just like, boom, 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 getting agendas done, knocking out the task, blah, 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 just getting it done, basically. And it's again, high brain power to low brain power, but this is like a different kind of high brain power. So it's more of like a driving and patience, where the other one's more of a creative, like when I'm doing deep work, it's more of like a creative type thinking. But anyway, emails, I might be doing some emails, and just meetings, basically. And then I go into like the recharge day. So that is really it. So basically, the meetings are to get the work done. The deep work is to figure out how to report the work that's getting done, or figuring out what work needs to be done. And then I just go make sure that I'm bothering people on the right days and having stuff to report out at an accurate time. So that is the whole cadence that I think of it as. So anyhow, I hope you guys like this video. Let me know if you think it was helpful, or if you think I'm crazy. Like, do you guys have a cadence to work? Do you have a cadence to your life? Let me know in the comments, because this is like meaty topic. I love this stuff. But anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.